Greetings. Years ago, when I had applied for a new position, then I got the job. The very first day, there were these things that I saw that I didn't like. And there were some things that came at me that I didn't like. For instance, the VP of Finance had someone in my department she wanted me to fire that day. I noticed that employees who were going to be reporting to me were doing things that had nothing to do with our department. Some of those things were violations that it seemed nobody else knew but me, and it was just a mess. It really was. No one seemed happy except basically one person, and she had started maybe 3 weeks before I got there. So, but she was the only one happy. No one else was happy. And so on the first day, I made waves. I refused to fire the person that the VP of Finance wanted fired. I said, I need to meet her. I need to talk to her. I need to find out what her issue is. I stopped my registration people from running errands for the emergency room, which happened to be behind us, and a lot of other departments in the hospital who would call the registration area to have them go and get medical records from the medical records department when they had their own people to do that. I stopped that. I stopped the person I just mentioned who had only been there 3 weeks before me from going out with the wheelchair and wheeling in patients, either to bring them to the emergency room or to a different place in the hospital, because she wasn't trained for that. It was not her job to do. I stopped one of my registration people after, of all things, they wanted me to take the physical. Okay, fine. Took me back to the emergency room, and then she put the bed together. I said, what? That's not supposed to be her job. OSHA certainly wouldn't have loved that. I stopped a lot of things that day, the very first day. And you know what I got from it? I got respect from my own employees. You know why? Because I supported them. These were people who were getting beaten up on a daily basis from a lot of folks who didn't think they had a lot of value. And that's a problem I see in a lot of businesses, not just in healthcare, where someone thinks if you don't make a lot of money or if you don't have a degree behind you, that you don't have the kind of value that everyone else does. And that is just false. Everybody has value, otherwise why would you have a position for those people? And if you're going to have employees, you need to get their respect. And the way you get their respect is you respect them. You show them courtesy. You show them that you trust them. You give them the education and the tools so that they can get the job done. But you have their backs when their backs need to be had. That's what I did. That's what I do everywhere. Even as a consultant, I will go into a place, and even though I make a lot of suggestions and changes or whatever, I have the back of the people who are actually running the department and the employees. Because without those employees, there's nothing that gets done. There's no revenue, there's no patients being taken care of, there's no chance for better customer service. Without those directors leading those folks and being able to get some credit for stuff that they really didn't know anything about, which was not their fault, then why would they respect me coming in trying to help them out? That's always a first step. So this is a major thing. A lot of people need to learn this, and a lot of people need to expect this. We want respect from the other folks, but you get respect by giving respect. I hope you have your back. I hope you have my back. I got you. My name is Mitch Mitchell. I talk about stuff like this all the time. Think about subscribing. It's kind of fun if you ask me. Of course I would say that. I hope you have a wonderful day.